Imagine breaking your leg in the Stone Age. No hospitals, no doctors, no painkillers. How did early humans survive such injuries? The answer is more amazing than you think. Early humans were incredibly tough survivors. Their bodies healed faster than ours. They had knowledge we have forgotten. Nature provided their first medicine. They used plants to treat infections. This is the story of ancient survival. Broken bones were a death sentence sometimes. But many skeletons show healed fractures. This proves they survived serious injuries. The community took care of the sick. This is the first form of nursing. They used splints to fix broken limbs. Wood and bark made excellent medical tools. Wounds were cleaned with water and leaves. They knew dirt caused infection and death. Mud could also help stop bleeding. Clay and ash were used as medicine. Honey was a powerful antibiotic. They collected honey from wild beehives. This was a dangerous but valuable job. They also knew which mushrooms were healing. Some mushrooms could cure skin diseases, but others were deadly poison. Knowledge of plants was passed down verbally. This was their version of a pharmacy. They remembered which plants worked best. Trepanation was an ancient brain surgery. They drilled holes into living human skulls. This was used to treat head injuries. Many patients actually survived this procedure. Scientists found healed skull holes everywhere. They believed it released evil spirits. This was both spiritual and practical. Amputations were also performed sometimes. They knew they had to remove dead limbs. The wound was then sealed with hot ash. This cauterized the wound immediately. It stopped bleeding and prevented infection. Broken teeth were also treated. They used sharp stones as dental tools. Pain was unbearable, but they endured. They had no anesthesia at all. But they found natural painkillers later. Willow bark contains the same as aspirin. This was a major medical discovery. They chewed it to relieve headaches. Infections were the biggest killer. A small cut could become fatal. They used spider webs as bandages. Webs contain natural antibacterial properties. They also used moldy bread on wounds. This was the first type of penicillin. They didn't know why it worked, but they saw it healed wounds. Garlic was another strong medicine. It killed bacteria and boosted immunity. They ate it raw to fight illness. Onions were used for healing too. They made teas from tree bark. These teas helped reduce fevers. Ginger was used for stomach problems. They chewed it to stop nausea. Peppermint helped with breathing problems. They inhaled its steam for relief. Many of these plants are still used. Modern medicine learned from ancient wisdom. Some tribes practiced bone setting. They knew how to relocate joints. Dislocated shoulders were common from hunting. They learned to fix them quickly. Broken ribs were also treated. They wrapped them tightly with animal skins. This kept the ribs stable. They used splints made from tree branches. This allowed bones to heal straight. They also had to deal with burns. Aloe vera was used for burns. It cooled the skin and promoted healing. They knew cold water reduced swelling. Ice was also available in cold places. They learned from observing animals. Animals knew which plants to eat. This was their first medical school. They passed this knowledge to children. Survival depended on this wisdom. Without it, humanity would not exist. Early humans were not primitive at all. They developed a sophisticated medical system. The tribe was the first ambulance. They carried wounded hunters back home. Everyone in the tribe helped. This was the beginning of healthcare. Their bodies were stronger than ours. They had higher bone density. Their immune systems were sharper. They faced diseases we don't see today, yet they found a way to survive. They adapted to every challenge. Their survival instincts were incredible. They could read nature like a book. They knew which water was safe. They knew which berries to eat. Every mistake could be their last, so they learned fast and passed it on. This knowledge kept humanity alive. We owe them our existence today. Their medicine was a true revolution. Every plant had a healing purpose. They observed, tested, and remembered. This was the first scientific method. Now we have amazing modern medicine. But we can't forget our ancient roots. They are the real heroes of history. Subscribe for more history and science. Share this with your curious friends. Did you know about Stone Age doctors?